There are some things, some incredibly important things that we take for granted. You know what I mean? The ability to think wild ideas, walk whenever you want, create anything you imagine, love someone you desire. It's only when they're taken away from us that we appreciate what they represent. The right to privacy is one of those things that you have to point out to make people remember. If you were to ask anyone to list out the necessities of life, privacy wouldn't even make it on that list. That's how innate it is. It's hardwired into us. We don't consider it to be a right that has to be given to us. It's already ours. But as is typical human behavior, people forget. And when people forget, you can take it away from them. 1984. George Orwell's classic novel about a totalitarian state is as relevant now as it was when first published in 1949, perhaps more so. After all, we do live in a world where even the remotest corner of the world has a few satellites pointing at it, and you can't sneeze without the government knowing about it. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. It's a grim utopia that is conjured up where emotions are outlawed and thinking is a crime. Winston Smith's pursuit to be a rebel and subvert the government as he tries to control his own paranoia and fear is a haunting vision of an entirely credible future. Things that are perfectly acceptable in our time, cameras everywhere we go, phones being tapped, remote scanning for weapons, were the basis for the functioning of the party. Unthinking conformity is something that has to be enforced, and people afford to trust anyone willing to speak, forgetting atrocities in moments. It sounds like a crazy nut job's conspiracy theory. Oh, the government is tracking our every move, except, of course, the NSA does make its business to meddle about in American citizens' affairs with no regard for privacy. Consider that for a moment. You find out that every move you make, someone is watching you and nothing changes. The idea that 1984 represents is buried in the past, but it may just be waiting around the corner.